Hello students, before we start our chapter, I would like to request you all to watch our introductory 2 videos given by me so that you will be clear about the 3-step strategy to do Dhamaka in physics exams. We have given the videos in the description box, or you can just click on our videos displayed at the end of this video for either introductory 2 videos or the next videos. Okay then, let's enjoy physics by Mr. Patel, who has a long, profound experience of 29 years of teaching physics in Sainik School.
On page number 344, exercise example. A small candle of 2.5 centimeter in size is placed at 27 centimeter in front of a concave mirror of radius of curvature 36 centimeter. What is radius of curvature? 36 centimeter. Correct. What is the U? 27. And what is the size? H1 is 2.5 centimeter. They are in centimeter. At what distance from the mirror should a screen be placed in order to obtain a sharp image? Correct. Describe the nature and the size of the image. If the candle is moved closer to the mirror, how would the screen have to be moved? Now, object size H1 is 2.5 centimeter, U is minus 20, U is always negative, remember, whether lens or mirror, concave or convex. Right? This for concave mirror, mirror is concave here. So, radius of curvature is minus 36 centimeter and U is minus 27 centimeter. What is V? You know, R is 36. So, what is F? Half, that is 18 centimeter. Correct? And U is between the 36 and the 18. So, between F and 2F. So, image will be larger. So, image distance will be more than the even 2F, beyond 2F. Correct? So, the answer is 54 centimeter. You can calculate. Use the formula, focal length is equal to radius of curvature by 2, half of the radius of curvature, that is equal to minus 36 upon 2, that is minus 18 centimeter. It is a concave mirror, so always it is F is minus, remember. V may be plus or minus. For real images V will be minus, and for real images it will be plus. And another one thing you remember, real images can be brought on the screen. So you can get on the screen. So 1 upon V is equal to 1 upon U minus 1 upon, plus 1 upon U is equal to 1 upon F. So 1 upon V is equal to minus 1 upon F, F is minus, focal length of concave is minus, and U you take on this side, that is minus, and again U is also minus. Correct? So on this side it will be minus, again U is negative, F is also negative. So negative, negative, plus. This will be plus. So, minus 1 upon 18 plus, this will be plus 1 upon 27 is the object distance. So, 1 upon V is equal to minus 3 plus 2 upon 54. 54 is the LCM. So, this will be 3, minus sign is before that. So, it is minus 3, this is plus, so 2 upon 50. So, 1 upon V is equal to this minus 3 plus 2, that is 1 upon 54, and with a minus sign, correct. This is minus 3 plus 2, that is minus 1 upon 54. So, V is equal to minus 54, it is very simple. The screen should be placed 54 centimeter from the mirror on the same side of the object, correct. It is to be placed on the same side that of the object. So, you should remember this. See, this is concave mirror. This is 18 centimeter F. This is 2F. 36 centimeter. Their object is here. After that 27 centimeter, correct, and the ray is going like this. So, image distance, object distance, this is object O is always measured from the pole, P, let us call it as a P, as a origin, correct. You can take two rays, one from this, it will pass from the F, parallel ray will go from the F, another you can take from the F, after reflection it will go parallel. So, these two rays will meet beyond this. So, beyond this, see, this is not available of the space enough. So, I have just shown a rough case. So, here if you put the screen, you will get the image inverted, image will be inverted, correct. So, not a very clear diagram, this is still there is a space required here. So, now you know when it is in infinity, the image will be at F. If you bring nearer, then image will go bigger and bigger. In the case of concave mirror, remember it, correct. So, now magnification M is equal to H2 upon H1, that is minus V upon U, we know. This is a formula for mirror, and that is equal to minus, and V is also minus 54 and U is minus 27. So, again it will be minus 2. The minus sign shows that it is a real image below the principal axis. Above the principal axis, they are taken as positive, correct. So, image is below the, I can say, this is a screen, white screen is used in the laboratory to obtain the clear image, inverted image. Remember, this is a real image, and real images are always inverted, and they are only can be brought on the screen. Virtual image or erect images cannot be brought on the screen, correct. Whatever you see in the field, that is also a real image, correct. So, the H1, H2 upon H1 is minus 2, so H1 is equal to 2.5 centimeter. H1 is 2. So, H1 is minus 5, it is a double, So, distance will be also double, 27, that it will be 54 centimeter. The object, it is correct, object is at 27 centimeters, so image will be at 54, double. That image distance double, the size will be double. So, size will be double of the 2.5, that is 5 centimeter, you can calculate. It is a real and inverted. Real images are always inverted. Virtual images are upright, that is top becomes top and bottom becomes bottom. Now, if candle is moved closer, what will happen? If it become closer, the image will go further, correct. The image moves away from the mirror, correct. Image will move away. If it is at F, it will be at infinity. So, beyond F, that will be virtual and you cannot use the screen. If it is brought towards the F, the image will move away from the mirror. It will go away. That is more than at the distance more than the 54. And if it is kept at the F, you know, the rays coming from the F, after reflection from the mirror, they will go parallel. They will never meet. So, we think that they will meet at infinity. So, it is at F, then it will be at infinity. And beyond F, that is virtual image, you will get on the right side, not left side. And it is a virtual, you cannot use the screen. Virtual images are upright, and upright images cannot be brought on the screen. Remember, if the candle is moved closer, the image moves away from the mirror, so that the screen would have to be moved further and further from the mirror. The distance less than the focal length, that is less than the 18. If it is 18, then it will be infinity. And the image becomes virtual. If it is less than the 18, then it is virtual and upright, that is behind the mirror. It will be magnified, no doubt, but behind the mirror. But it cannot be brought on the screen. The image becomes virtual and cannot be brought on the screen. If 4.5 centimeter needle is placed 12 centimeter away from the convex mirror, we have seen about the concave, now it is a convex, remember. of focal length 15 centimeter. Give the location of the image and the magnification. Describe what happens as the needle is moved further from the mirror. Now let us see. This object size 4.5. You know that convex mirror always gives a smaller image, so magnification will be less. Size will be somewhat less than the 4.5. So u is minus 12 centimeter. U is always negative, and f for the convex it is plus. Convex has focal length on the right side behind the mirror, that is plus. Remember, concave minus convex plus. What is v? So u and f are given, v could be computed from the equation. 1 upon v is equal to 1 upon f minus 1 upon u. So 1 upon v is equal to 1 upon f. F is for the convex plus. So 1 upon 15 plus 1 upon 12. This is u, and u is always minus, so minus minus plus. Remember, here I put minus, here you can put again another minus, then minus minus plus. So 1 upon 12, correct? So that is equal to LCM is 60. So this is 4 plus 5. So you can put it here, sign also for your, remember this u is always minus. So first we have used the mirror formula, you can put sign afterwards also. Correct? So v is equal to 4 plus 5 upon, that is 60, this is 1 upon v. 1 upon v is equal to 9 upon 60. So v is equal to 60 upon 9, that is equal to 6.67 centimeter. This is a plus. Remember, that is behind the mirror, correct? So it is like this, the convex mirror. This is a convex mirror. Say this is principal axis. And now focal length is 15 centimeter, that is. So f is equal to 15 and r is equal to 30 double. This side focal length, suppose C. Now u is minus 12 centimeter, correct? That is within the f. This is centimeter. This is say 15, correct? But its focal, real focus is on the right side. So focal length, all distance measured from the pole as a origin. So this is always positive, remember it, correct? So focal length is positive and u is always negative. U is measured, this is u, is always negative. Now image size is 4.5, sorry, object size is 4.5 centimeter. This is object O. Say O for object. Correct? So size of the image will be H2 upon H1 is V by minus V by U, and minus V, that is 20 by 3, that is correct, 20 by 3. This is minus sign, V is plus, but this is minus sign, you remember, and U is minus, so minus 12, correct. So that is equal to 20 upon 36, that is 5 by 9. So H2 is equal to object size into 5 by 9, that is H1 is 4.5, that is 45 upon 10 into 5 by 9, that is 5 by 2, that is 2.5. You know, the image is smaller. It gives always smaller image and virtual, it is on the right side, this side. It will never give the real image on the left side. It will always give here. So, you can take the two rays, one parallel, correct. This is the so this is the normal from the C. So, this angle is incident angle. So, refracted angle will be on this side. If you take another ray from the optical center, it will go this way. It will retrace its path because the center of curvature passing from this, correct. So, 90 degree, this line is 90 degree. So, this rays will never meet, this ray and this after refraction. So, if we produce them back, they appear to come from this. So, here you will get the image. Image will be smaller always, correct, in size. It's a very complicated figure, just for your correct. As needle moves further from the mirror, now if needle is moved further from the mirror, correct, the focus, but not beyond the F, correct. If it moves further from the mirror, the image moves toward the focus. The image will move toward the focus. If needle is moves further from the mirror, correct, then it will. That is from here to here, not beyond the F. Even if it is at F, correct, then at the most it will be again, it will, even if it is infinity, at the most the image will be at the F, not that one. So, as the needle moves further from the mirror, the image moves toward the focus. It will move toward the focus, it will go wriggle slightly, but never beyond F. It will never go beyond the F. It will never form beyond the F. Even if you needle moves up to infinity, at the most the image will be at F, at the most here. It not beyond the F, it will. That is, u tends to infinity. If u is tend to infinity, object is moves away from the mirror and up to infinity, at the most the v will tends to the F, correct, while m tends to magnification tends to 0. Question number 9.3 on page number 244. The question is like this. A tank is filled with water to a height of 12.5 centimeter. Height of the water is 12.5 centimeter, correct. Apparent depth of the needle lying at the bottom of the tank is measured by microscope is 9.4, correct. What is the refractive index of water? Question number 1. Now, second, water is replaced by a liquid of refractive index 1.63 and tank is filled with this liquid. By what distance would the microscope have to be moved from the needle again, on the needle again? So, tank is filled with the water. The real depth is, this depth is 12.5. This is 12.5 centimeter. The depth of water is 12.5 centimeter. Apparent depth is 9.4. When needle is placed at the bottom, this is a needle, that it appears to be here. This distance is 9.4 cm. Due to the refraction, it appears to be raised. So, instead of this place, it seems to be, instead of this A place, it seems to be at B place. This apparent depth is 9.4 centimeter. So it is seen by the microscope. This is traveling microscope is used, correct, for this. This is a microscope tube, correct. There is a vertical scale is used to move. This scale is graduated, so you can see the reading on the scale of a traveling microscope. The M is a traveling microscope, say, correct. So in the first case, what is the refractive index? The refractive index is equal to real depth upon apparent depth. So the first is filled with the water. This is W. Water is, it is filled with water. Correct. So real depth is 12.5 upon apparent depth 9.4. That comes about 1.33, which is the refractive index of water, that is, or 4.4 by 3 also it is called. Now this water is removed. Water is removed and it is filled with the liquid. Correct. It is filled with the liquid of refractive index 1.63. This is a refractive of liquid air with respect to air. This is air. This medium is air. Correct. This is, instead of water is replaced by liquid of density of refractive index 1.63. Correct. So through what distance the microscope has to be moved? The distance through which the microscope is to be moved, that is apparent depth is equal to real depth upon refractive index. Same equation, but here the refractive index is given, there we have to calculate the refractive index. Here refractive index is given. So that we use the tank filled when it is liquid, the refractive index of liquid is 1.63, real depth is given, so apparent depth could be computed from this equation, that is correct. Real depth upon refractive index, that comes to 7.7 centimeters. So it seems to be, instead of 9.4, it is seen the microscope is to be moved up. You will have to move up, because it is seen now at this height, it is seen here, that is 7.7. This depth is 7.7 when it is filled with the liquid. So microscope has to be raised by this difference, 9.4 minus 7.7, 9.4 minus 7.7 to focus the pin, because it will be not seen now here at 9.4 apparent depth, it will be seen at the 7.7 centimeter depth. So it is to be raised, microscope is to be raised upward, and the difference is this, that is 9.4 minus 7.7, that is 1.7 centimeter. The microscope is to be moved through the 1.7 centimeter for focusing the pin which is lying at the bottom. Now next question, 9.4. I will read the question. This shows the refraction of the ray in the air incident at the 60 degree with the normal to the glass air and the water air surface, both the surface, water air and the glass air surface. The ray incidence at the 60 degree, this is a glass and this is air. So air glass surface and water glass, this is W is for, stands for water, and this air. So it incident, this incident ray, this also incident ray, incidence is as an angle of 60 degree at both the interfaces, there is glass air interface and air glass and the air water interface, correct. Predict the angle of refraction in the glass when the angle of incidence in the water is 45 with the normal to the water glass interface. Now this is a water glass, this water glass. So angle of incidence is 45. What is the angle of refraction? That is to be computed. Correct? So we will be able to calculate first the refractive index of the glass with respect to water. That is, first from this equation we can get the refractive index of the glass. Correct? The Ng, or with respect to air, that is A and G is equal to sin I upon sin R. Sin I is 60 and R is 35. That is comes about 1.5. This is ordinary glass, you know. Ordinary glass has 1.5. It is a flint glass, then it is 1.6. It is diamond 2.42. Diamond has highest refractive index. The refractive index of water with respect to air, that is sin I is 60 upon sin R 41, that is 1.32. Now refractive index of the glass with respect to water, that is sin I upon sin R, sin I upon, that is I is 45 upon R, correct, and that is equal to refractive index of glass upon water also. This could be written as Ng upon Nw, correct. Now we have to compute the Ng upon Nw, correct. That is Wng is equal to Ng upon Nw, correct. Refractive index of glass with respect to water is equal to refractive index of glass upon refractive index of water, and that is 1.52 upon 1.32 is equal to sin 45 upon sin R, correct. That is equal to, therefore sin R, take on this side, correct. So that is sin 45 has a 0.0707 into this 132 upon this will be denominator 152, that comes about 0.6181. So R is equal to 38.2. So this is 38.2. This is the answer. So question number 9.5 on the same page, that is page number 244. Correct. A small bulb is placed at the bottom of a tank. This is a small bulb I have shown as a point S is a bulb at the bottom of a tank. The containing water to the depth of 80 centimeter. The depth of the water is 80 centimeter. H is 80 centimeter, 0.8 meter. Correct. What is the area of the surface of water through which the light from the bulb can emerge out? Refractive index of the water is 1.33. Consider the bulb to be the point. What is the area? This area through which the light will come out. From this, if this angle is critical angle, then ray will just graze the surface of separation of two media, that is water and the air interface. And then after, if angle increases, exceeds the IC, then instead of refraction, the reflection will take place. That is what we call as total internal reflection. It is not a reflection, it is total internal reflection. It is somewhat different than that of the ordinary reflection. Correct? Totally, most of the light is reflected in the medium from which the light came. So now we have to calculate this area. The area you know is equal to pi r square. So R is to be computed. H is given. Correct? So R is to be calculated in the terms of H. That is, you take the tan IC. This angle is IC. This angle is also IC. So these are alternate angles IC. Correct? So tan IC is equal to R upon H. So tan IC is equal to OA upon OS, R upon H. So what is R? We want R, pi r square. Pi r square is the area. So R is equal to H tan IC. Now tan IC is not directly is given, so we can calculate the sin IC. Sin IC is equal to 1 upon n, refractive index. This is a critical angle. So what is sin IC? Sin IC is 1 upon refractive index. Refractive index of water, you know, that is 4 by 3 or 1.33. Correct? So reciprocal of this, that is 3 by 4. Now cos IC is equal to, you know, the sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. So you can use sin square IC plus cos square IC is equal to 1. So cos IC is equal to 1 minus sin square IC square root, correct? That is sin square IC plus cos square IC is equal to 1. Therefore, you can write as a cos square IC is equal to 1 minus sin square IC, correct? So cos IC is equal to under root of this, and sin square, sin is equal to sin IC is 3 by 4, so sin square is equal to 3 by 4 I square, correct? So that comes about under root 7 by 4, correct? This is 9 upon 16. So 16 minus 9, that is 7, 7 upon 16. The square root of 16 is 4, and square root of 7, that is under root 7 by 4. So tan IC is equal to, now what is tan IC? Tan IC is equal to sin IC upon cos IC, sin IC upon cos IC, that is 3 by 4 upon under root 7 by 4, that is 4 by under root 7. You can divide it, multiply, that will invert it. That is equal to 4 cut 3 upon under root 7, that is we have got it. So area now calculate pi r square is equal to pi h square, r is equal to h tan IC. We have got the tan IC 3 upon under root 7. So tan square IC is equal to 9 upon 7, correct? And h is 0.8, that is 80 centimeter, 0.8 meter converted into meter in the proper unit. Pi is 3.14, that comes about 2.58 meter square. So area is 2.6 meter square. The light will come out through this. From this portion it won't be seen, it will be reflected back in the water.